different idea.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so did you hear Dallas in his conversation? He said he agreed with me even though we use different words. Thank you, Dallas. Okay, all right, any other ideas about analyze? Okay, so when we analyze something, that's exactly what we're doing. We're identifying it. We're going through a process of breaking the characters apart, really looking at everything about them, about what they say, about what they do, about what they look like, about how they feel. Okay, awesome. All right, let's go to the next word. So we said I can analyze, or I can identify, or I can process, or I can take apart characters' traits. Now let's go to that word traits. And we talked a little bit about this when we did our biography project, but we didn't dive in real deep. So go ahead and go to thinking first. When you're ready, show me you're ready, and then we'll turn and talk. Show me traits. What do you think a character's traits are? You're either thinking or you're ready, but you should be showing me. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and turn and talk. This time Jilly's gonna go first. Ready?
Peanut butter, jelly. Peanut butter,
Okay, Jilly, go first. What do you think traits are?
I think it's like their personality traits or about like their personality, some characteristics like in the biography project. Which would be personality, characteristics, personality. I kind of agree with I say something else that I think it can mean like how they act.
She said I'm peanut butter, then he said why do you want jelly before?
All right, class, come back.
We are back.
Okay, awesome. All right, once again, I heard some really good discussions. Oh, look at all these boys and girls ready to share. Awesome. Okay, let's see. I saw Lexi first, so if everyone else will sit down. And then after Lexi, remember you can stand up and agree and continue to add, or you can disagree and tell why. Okay, Lexi, thank you.
I think it might be their personality or their characteristics.
Okay, personality. How many of you agree or disagree with that? I heard a lot of that in there. Personality. Okay, all right, let's see. Addie?
We thought it was like different skin color and different eye color and stuff.
Okay, so it could be their personality. Another way to look at their traits is what they look like on the what?
Outside.
Look like on the outside. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's hear from Lane.
My peanut butter and jelly and I thought that, we had different things, but we agreed with them. My thing was, kind of like what they do and like what the main idea of the story is, and they do that main idea.
Okay, so what they do and the main idea of the story. So Lane, what I want you to do is I want you to hold on. The first one I'm going to put here. I'm going to say what characters do, because that's definitely part of how we figure out their traits. What they do. When you said the part just now, I heard you say about how that connects to the main idea. We're going to come back to that for motivation. So we hold that thought for me. Thank you. Okay, all right, Austin.
I agree with my peanut butter, my jelly partner, but I want to add that I think it could mean how they act.
Okay, what they do, how they act. I agree. All right, Dallas.
Me and my peanut butter jelly partner, we thought that it was like what they were good at and stuff.
Okay, do you agree or disagree? Okay. Okay, so look at all of these things that character traits can be. It's their personality, that is true. So we can also look at what they look like on the inside, but your personality is what you're like on the
Outside.
on the inside. So up here I'm going to put inside. Look at all these things. You are such great thinkers. Okay, so this is exactly what you said it was. Traits are what characters do, how they act, what they're good at, what they're not good at. It's their personality on the inside, and it's what they look like on the outside. Exactly. Lots of good thinking here. Okay, so not only do we want to look at traits, but we also want to look at motivations. And I'm going to refer us back to what Lane said. So Lane, would you mind repeating for us what you said about the main idea portion?
So what they do kind of attaches to the main idea. It kind of attaches to the main idea.
All right.
And they do like what the main idea. Like for example, the elephant pity books. Like if the title is "There's a bird on your head," then it's going to look like a bird's on their head.
Okay, all right, thank you, Lane. I love the way that Lane used an example from a previous book and made a connection to it. Okay, so the motivation, Lane says, attaches to what they're doing. So in that story, and he gave the example from a Mo Williams book, there's a bird on your head. What were the birds motivated to do?
To sit on his head.
They were motivated to sit on their head. Did that tie back to the main idea?
Yes.
It did. What was elephant motivated to do?
Get them off.
Get them off. So motivations is what they do, and this is the main part of motivations. Look at this.
And why?
Why they
Do it.
Yeah, that was a great example. Thank you, Lane, for making the connection back to a previous text that we've read. So when we talk about motivations, it's what they do and it's why they do that, okay?
It's
All right.
technically what it's technically just like doing what the book tells you. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just looking at what the book says and trying to decide why the character is doing what they're doing. Awesome. And I love the fact that you tied everything back to the main idea. That's what good readers do. They're constantly thinking about how they can tie that back. Okay, and the last word in our target is what?
Feelings.
Feelings. Okay, feelings. All right, so let's go back to thinking. When you're ready, show me. Oh, I heard that. Good. That's good thinking. Ollie has a question. When you're ready, show me your reading. Still see some thinkers. All right, also I think almost everyone's ready. Okay. Look at everybody that's ready to share. Ella Tate. Okay, everybody have a seat. I saw Ella Tate first. Remember to agree or disagree. You can tell why or add on.
Feelings are like how you feel, like you feel sad, happy, not too well.
Okay, so Ella Tate provided some examples of your feelings. Sad, she said. Happy.
I didn't think you meant like that.
Okay,
kind of feelings.
respond to Ella Tate. Can you respond to Ella Tate? You want to add or disagree? All right, Cameron.
I think it's kind of like
An action.
like a verse. It's kind of like an action.
Okay, like a verb, like an action. Oh, I love the way that she remembered that a verb was an action. Okay, so sad or happy, she said it's an action. Okay, it is. And I'm going to add this word to go with Cameron's. Everybody look at this word.
Emotions.
Emotions. Okay, all right, everybody sit down for just a second because I thought of another connection that goes with feelings because I heard Ollie asking himself. Ollie was really thinking, and good thinkers ask questions. And Ollie said, how can you describe feelings? Because it's something that you have on the inside. I'll put this word emotions. Has anybody ever seen a movie that has to do with emotions? All right, Kimberly. And what does the emoji movie do?
Different faces.
It has all the different faces that show all the different what? Feelings and emotions. Okay, so what if I did this? Would that help if I did this, if I just put in parentheses? What I right there?
Emoji.
Would that help if I just put emoji to make a connection to something that you've seen or heard of before? Because when you do emojis, what do you do? Everybody show me a happy emoji. Everybody show me a sad emoji. Everybody show me an excited emoji. All right, everybody show me a surprised feeling. Everybody show me a tired feeling. Okay, so that's what characters' feelings are. Is they're sad or happy, it's their emotions. It's all those things that emojis are to us, okay? All right, so now, let's pull it all back together because look at your amazing thinking.
Emotions
All
is
of these
just one
things.
word, but it's taking all the other, like, emotions.
You're exactly right. For emotions and feelings, Dallas said, are just one word, but he said within that word, there are so many words and feelings that come with that. And I'm going to give you a list to put in your binder this week that has so many feelings and emotions on there. Okay. It is kind of like motivations. Okay, so she said that that feelings go back to their motivations. Okay, so do we think, gosh, y'all are such a great thinker. Okay, so let's go here, because this is where we're really going to get deep. And I bet people would think, oh my goodness, they're third graders. How can they be such great thinkers? Look at this. Do you think, like Cameron said, that maybe their feelings are going to contribute to their motivations? Okay, if you're sad, do you maybe do a certain thing or act a certain way? If you're excited about something, do you maybe like skip a step or you do something maybe that you're not supposed to do because you're motivated to get something done? That is amazing. So I'm going to leave that little arrow here because their feelings are going to go right back and tie into their motivation. Oh my goodness.
I use, like when I said the verb and stuff, I use the noun chart even though I knew it because it kind of helps everyone.
Okay, so she said she referred back to her noun chart to help her think of some things. Awesome. I love when we use resources that are in our classroom to help you encourage your thinking and remind you of things we've already talked about. Okay, all right, so this is what we're going to do. Final thing. We're going to read the original target one time all together, and then we're going to go back and I'm going to point to some words that we could fill in, okay? All right, so remember, who is doing this week?
You.
Who is?
I.
You are. I know that's confusing when you say you, but you are. This is what you can do. This is what you can do. Okay, ready? Here we go. Let's read the black words first. Ready, Austin? Here we go. I can analyze a character's traits, motivations, and feelings. Okay, now let's go back and I'm going to point to some other words and we're going to see if we can say this a different way. Okay, ready? I can identify a character's personality, what they look like on the outside, what they do, how they act, and their motivations, which means what and why they do it. Good. And their feelings, which are their emotions. Okay, now I have one more thing that I want to add just because we're going to go ahead and